last marriage, but I think I kind of got it right now. Want to
My wife as an individual, myself as an individual. That way we can.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. Been together 20 some years and still learning each other.
YouTube, we live. We live. Welcome to another Friday episode of the Relapse. We thank y'all for joining us. Come on in, join us. We got another topic for y'all. Hot topic. To me, everybody has an opinion. So we just want to give our welcome. You know your host, Mr. Sackcloth himself, my me, Mr. Fit by Faith, and you know the big OG, Mr. No Filter, giving it to you blood raw. Um, we want to give y'all our perspective again, whether y'all want to hear it or not. Just take it, fellas. We somebody doing double duty over
What's good? What's good? What's good?
there.
What
Hey
up?
man, we made it. Another Friday.
What's good? What's good? How y'all doing, man?
I
What's
can't
good? What's
complain.
good, everybody? What's good? What's good, man? It's your homie, big homie, no filter in the house, man. Ready to rock and roll. Let's get on, man. Let's get with it.
Uh, I seen this topic, and it, to me, it I wanted y'all perspective on it really because it correlates to what we are trying to teach and trying to learn, get a better understanding, and as men trying to navigate in a world where now everybody is giving their opinion, and this is a very touchy subject to me because it's close to home when somebody is talking about your spouse and coming at her directly or indirectly, and you know they talking about her. So how do you navigate that? How do you stay professional and not get out of character, especially especially when you know, oh, I'm not talking about her directly, but you dressed her like a $2 hoe.
You wanna play the video
Go ahead so they can get some insight
so
just
they
in case they don't know what we talking about.
to see where we coming from? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, cause yeah, I can't wait. Like I think it's gonna be cool to get into this, bro. Like when you sent, ain't gonna hold you. When you sent it, I was like, this is gonna be this one right here. This one right
yeah,
here. You know what I'm
you
saying?
know, because you as we protectors, we supposed to be that's part of our duty.
Mm-hmm.
And in this situation, how do you protect your spouse? How do you protect your girlfriend, your wife? You know, even in this situation, it could be a guy coming after your daughter. So you can see all those scenarios playing out. That woman has a husband. She probably has a father. I didn't do all that research, but you got all these males in her life and she's being attacked not just because of who she is and who her husband is,
Hmm.
but how do you navigate that as a man in her life?
But okay, see, this ain't this would make all right. Let me just play the video, man. Let me just play the video, bro. Let me because all right.
Yeah, yeah, we got to go there.
Um, a preacher presented his wife the other day, and I guess you call that a flesh-colored dress. I don't know. I don't know. it's black dress and flesh color. It gives the illusion that she's not wearing anything underneath. And I heard the preacher when he defended her dress by saying, first of all, he bought the dress. And then he said, I want to address people who don't know anything, who haven't been anywhere, who don't know nothing. So I guess our objection to a man of the cloth presenting his wife in public looking like a $2 whore. Two, two, at least two.
He
Now I didn't
emphasizing
say
that
she
that
was.
two
I'm not talking
that
about her. My
$2
statement
hole.
is not about her. My statement is about him. I said he presented his wife, and he said he bought the
Both of them.
dress. Those are his words, not mine. And there is nothing classy about that. There's nothing modest about that. Um, um, he said we haven't been anywhere. What I would like to know is where have you been? Where did he go? So I'll make sure that I never go there because I don't want to go anywhere and I come back with that kind of a notion. Now, I will say this, and this is a comment about my wife, not his wife. This is a comment about my wife. My wife wouldn't have done it, no matter what I said. She just would have said, honey, I'll wear this for you. I'll wear this for you at home when we know the grandkids aren't coming. Because there is such a thing as decency. Decency. Y'all don't like me. But in public, at an event where everyone will see, I don't know of a greater way for a man to demean his wife. And if he doesn't think that that is demeaning her, there is something wrong with him. But then again, we're also talking about the guy who looked at Cam Newton's legs and told Cam he had pretty legs.
Now that
Hey,
was on another subject, but anyway,
that's a whole yeah. That ain't yeah.
yeah,
That ain't had nothing to
yeah,
do with. That ain't had nothing to do
yeah,
with. Well, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Funny.
yeah.
Well,
So, um, first off, I feel like it's a lot of insecurities out there. Um, she does carry a title. He does carry a title, and with that comes certain responsibility. We live in a different time, though. So, my issue is the rules have been changing, right?
hmm
So, for
what you
me to
mean?
come for
What you mean?
for for me to come to Mr. Sackcloth and get his attention and to get him to respect me, um, there's a certain way I have to approach you now. When you was 18, when you was in high school, I could step to you a certain way. We listened to say we listened to Lil Wayne back then. Now we listen to Christian rap a little bit more so than we respect what Lil Wayne got to say. And the genres is different than how you gonna come at us say with our music preferences and
Hmm
what we allow penetrate our heart versus back then. So even with her having the title, everybody coming at her really in them because he's a pastor and that's his wife. I
Yeah,
feel,
that's the big. That's see. That's what got everybody in an uproar.
you know. And then there's other dudes on there talking about her past, his past. She got a BBL, this, that, and the other. But that's what's going on in this day and time. So I was going to do a deep dive, and a couple pastors said, he was mentioning modesty. you know. So to me, that is modest in these days' time. But what he's not really hitting into or getting into is, okay, you have a Christian walk, which some of them were saying the Christian walk in the look for a Christian wife is nothing too tight, nothing too revealing. Um, but it bothered me because I sent you another picture. I sent you a picture of
I
I don't,
disagree. I disagree with all. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
go ahead, bro.
I mean, he's an old school pastor. We can already
Right,
see he's old school. He's
right.
stuck in the old school way. The
Yep,
old school way, yes, your wife don't supposed to be dressed like that. Okay,
right.
he needs to get to the new school way. It's a new generation out there. I mean, that's that man wife. The dress is really not showing her. The dress is just fitting. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
if I buy my wife something like that. You know what I mean? It's not showing anything. Now, if it's showing something, then yes, it's a problem. But it's not showing anything. It's just flesh colored. He don't understand that. But how he addressed the issue, that's what I have a
Yeah.
big problem with. We would have a
Right.
real issue if he ever called my wife a $2 hoe.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Because yeah.
he tried to act like he. Now I will say I got a couple things I want to say. He tried to act like he wasn't talking about her. Like, I'm not
Right.
talking.
He tried
You
to
were talking.
maneuver around it.
You talked about her, bro. You really
Right.
didn't move around it. Okay.
Her or me, we still gonna have a problem. You
Yeah.
expressing it
If you
$2.
talking to him like they won, I thought Script say y'all become one. So you talking to him, you talking to her. You talking to her, you talking
Yep.
to him.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right. But so let me give you some pushback. So, like you say, this way, and see, personally, I'm not. Look, this is kind of interesting for me because I'm not a Christian. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do know I have been in that phase. And so those you're gonna say? What about the people that say the word of God don't change? You people change, but the word of God don't change.
Right. The word doesn't change, but you know, the world we living in the world.
Yeah,
So the rules of the world, the Bible does say follow the laws of the land also.
yeah.
So yes, that's not a law of actual land. But what I was gonna say to you earlier is that Michelle Obama wore the same dress, but it just wasn't as tight and it was a different style.
Correct.
Erica Campbell, which is a big R&B, not I meant Christian gospel singer, she wore the same dress, same skin tight, but different style of the same dress, but nobody gave her any issue.
You know why? Like we
So
said, the problem is she's a fucking pastor's wife. That's
right.
the pastor. All these people talking about, yeah, you're right. I agree, but they're not supposed to be they're not ones leading the fucking religious God's flock or whatever y'all want to fucking call it. You
So
feel me?
I was
It,
just
it, it
told that
don't matter. He's just stuck in the old school fashion way. He needs to, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying, update, you know what I'm saying, come to the updated version of today's
yeah,
time. You know what I'm
right.
saying? People dress totally different. What I mean, so what you doing about the women in your church that's sitting on the front pew trying to get your attention? Okay, with those skin tight dresses. Even though they ain't flesh colored, it's the same
And
thing.
and you
I
know, because
guarantee he got those in his church.
right, and because he ain't, he just not getting on the internet, all his dirt still up under that rug. But you go visit his churches, it'll come out.
And
Uh-uh.
and the way he's speaking, he's the type of pastor that run people out of his church instead of
Yep.
welcoming.
Hey,
It's
that
supposed
shit
to
look.
come as you are. You know what I'm
That
saying?
shit seem
So
like
no matter how
he
they
was
come to them,
cool.
you accept them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and
That's
this
wrong
not
with. I ain't mean to cut you off, but that's wrong with a lot of today's churches now. They stuck and they don't want to adapt to what's going on, and they run people away from their church. Man, everybody ain't gonna walk that Christian light just wearing long dresses and all that. All that is out the window now.
question.
Yeah.
So, like I
So
said,
you gonna come in their best club
so
attire. You know they don't have church clothes. So what
so
you gonna run them away?
yeah, I think, like I say, it's the whole thing. Like he got on was modesty. So
Right.
so bro, do you still believe it's a form of modesty that should be shown, it's displayed? Especially if you've once you what I'm saying, you see, look, y'all got me sitting here playing this, and this ain't even me. You feel me? But I'm finna do it. So once okay, let's just say she was supposedly dressed as if somebody before getting saved. You feel what I'm saying? Allegedly. So
Allegedly.
after you
It don't matter. She's married. I mean, she's
listen,
entitled to
after
wear
you
what
have
she's
this
going to
growth,
wear.
is there
It's
what
not
or
showing
is
any
there
skin. She's married.
so
Okay.
Right.
after you had this, hold on, after you had this growth, after you had this get saved or whatever, is there supposed to be a change in your mind? Should you see some modesty being shown?
No.
Like does modesty still count?
I'm gonna say yes to that. But just like you said from the beginning, though, when you become married, you become one. If her husband bought that for her and asked her to wear that, she's being obedient in wearing what
I
he
hear
asked her
that.
to.
If
If,
you're
So
if
right.
the
do
husband
you do
approved,
you want a problem on the home front, or do you care what the world really
You
says?
want a
Because you
problem?
can't
Okay,
have the
let me
world
flip
really
this
in your
question.
marriage.
Let me flip this question.
if the husband approved, it
Listen,
shouldn't matter what another man say.
let me flip
Right.
this question. Do you want a problem with God or do you want a problem with the wife?
God ain't judging what you're wearing.
Hey,
Right.
then what this? So hold on. So what's all this in this book?
Because as her husband said, it was flesh tone. All these
Hold
people
on.
looking at her.
God
All,
ain't
all
No, no,
this,
no,
judging.
no,
all
no.
God
this,
ain't judging
all
what
this,
That
you wearing.
revealed.
all,
If he
Hold
ain't
all
on,
this
judging,
in
no.
the book.
Hold
listen.
on.
If
That
he ain't hold on,
revealed
if
to
he ain't
me
judging what you wearing, why is this in this book?
because we
All,
all really supposed to
what's
be
in the book?
naked. We
What's
all
in the
really
book?
supposed to be naked and not knowing what
Exactly.
clothes are, period. If we wouldn't have went and somebody wouldn't have ate that apple, we would all be naked and not caring how fat, how small, how whatever you may look like. Because we would all still be in the garden of Eve and naked. We wouldn't have no clothes on at all, bruh. So it
Look, hear
wouldn't be
me out.
worried. Nobody
Look,
wouldn't be worried about no
listen,
BBL,
listen.
no this
Hey,
size, no that size. To
look,
be
bro.
honest,
You talking? Look, you trust me. Hit me. Look at me. Look at me. I don't have no dog. I'm not a Christian. I don't, that's not me. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is I'm just giving you what these people are thinking. You feel me?
yeah.
If you go and
But
go
so
and look in the comment section, bro, I'm
right.
telling you, this is what
So
these
you know
people
what
are
I
saying.
learned though from the comment section and from that pastor, which
Hmm,
he not really saying nothing about,
yeah,
because he looked at the outfit right and he thought she was naked. He was lusting for her. He was
Exactly.
lusting for her
Exactly.
because you
Exactly.
looking at that dress and you thought she was naked because she got a light skin tone and because whoever her dressmaker or whatever did that thing proper and got
hmm,
it the way it matched with her skin tone like that or however they call that.
yeah,
What her husband was trying to explain in that fashion with her, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? All these people on the internet, men and women, lusting after this woman. So they all in sin. So all
Mhm.
you seeing is all these pastors that still living in
Is,
sin and ain't dealing with that.
is she in sin for doing stuff to tempt them?
Man, he just another retribution, just like
No,
any
she
other slave.
respecting her husband. That's the man. If I buy my wife a dress and she don't wear it,
Nah.
come
Hey,
on now.
okay. Now I will say this. I will say this. They won in church.
And then the biggest thing, right? And the biggest thing, she went and prayed and helped them people make $4 million. However, at the end of the day, she went and helped HBCUs $4 million.
And
4 million that's going to black colleges. But
hey, I
like
get that. Hey,
like bruh say, we all worried about what the dress look like.
hey, kudos, bro. Kudos. But I don't just hear what I'm saying. Understand what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm just arguing the point. And I want to be real with you. I thought I was gonna be the one that come in and throw a wrench in this. Being that, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be real. Now I feel like y'all got me arguing the point of the Christian. You feel what I'm
That,
saying?
that's just like no disrespect, bruh. No disrespect. You know you my blood, bruh. You blood to me. Your wife has a shape. And that's just like you buying your wife a dress and
Yeah.
going out to the little league game and somebody saying something.
Hear
Or
me
you
out.
bought a certain
You're
coaching
right.
outfit and
You're
somebody
right.
saying something.
You're right. But the only thing, now I'm gonna say the only thing is the difference is I don't believe that. That's not my faith. That's not my belief.
Yeah. But
That
no, that's
I'm
but the
look.
thing is,
Listen.
are they
I'm
entitled
not.
to say something to you
I'm
though?
not attached to this whole realm. You feel what I'm
But
saying? So it's
still,
different.
okay. So no, I'm saying, so if the president of the Little League organization came to you, came to your wife and said comments and start spreading gospel about how your wife tights looked, uh, the print on it or whatever was too funny at the little league game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And blasted all across the internet, like how would you feel?
Oh, hear me out,
Oh,
bro. Listen. I'm admitting to that. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? I'm admitting to that. But what I'm stressing on, we're talking about the Christian. You're talking about me. You talking
It's an
about heathen ass.
organization
You talking
either
about
way.
listen. You talking about
Yeah.
heathen ass. You talking about heathen ass sack though. I'm a heathen. You feel me? I'm a
Bro, you
heathen.
ain't no
That's
heathen,
what
bro.
that's what they would call me, a fucking heathen.
Yeah,
You
you
know what
ain't
I'm
no
saying?
heathen, bro.
I'm a heathen, bro. So I'm not a pastor. I'm not leading nobody motherfucking flock. I don't
Yeah.
adhere to these. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put something on the screen. I want y'all to read. All right. You know.
We can't see this small crap you got up there tonight, man. Can't
Bro,
see it.
hey, bro, bro, go ahead and read that.
I can't read it, bro.
I ain't talking to you. I know Fit can read it.
How he can read it? I can't read it.
Oh, look, now you all right. It is small.
Exactly.
Okay, but what is the actual example though?
Listen, I was hold on. I was finna get there. Okay, so read it out. You read it, right? Read it for us. Read it for
Yeah.
us. Read it for us.
No, but I'm saying still.
Listen, I'm going somewhere. I'm going
What
somewhere.
go I need a
All right.
definition of modest. That's what we
Listen,
need.
but the fuck?
Oh
Like,
Lord.
listen. All right. So, like I say, it says in light. Okay, in the light manner. Also, the women adorn themselves. Okay, let me start at the beginning. Verse 8. I desire, therefore, that the man pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. 9. In like manner also that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel with propriety and moderation, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly clothing. This is and reason I did this, reason I pulled this, reason I did this right here. It's a reason. It's because when you go to that comment section, these are the verses people are pulling up. These are the verse people, the Christians that actually are siding with this and like, you know what? This is what they're doing. So
Okay,
what I'm
so
saying, all I'm saying is this is what they're saying.
what is modest and what is costly? We
Now
don't know
that's
how
the
much
next question.
that
That's the
man
next
could have
question.
paid
Does it give you
$2 for that $2 whole dress.
that
So
dress $1 $2? But you know what I'm
but
saying?
we don't know that. We
Oh
don't know
yeah,
what
we
they
don't know that.
paid.
I don't know
We
what they
don't
paid
know
for.
what they paid. Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, there's so many people around here, and I ain't trying to bash bro or nothing like that, or his wife, but there's so many people around here with so many fake Louis Vuittons, Louis this and Louis that, and we all know where it come from now. We all know you wearing Target clothes with a different tag on it, so you might as well go to what they call it Target. You might as well stay there. Like the fabrics is all the same.
yeah,
So we bring value, we put value on anything. So
yeah.
again, what is modest and what is costly to you, to the world, to
Let's see, that's where it goes.
people.
Like, because I don't think does it actually okay. Look, okay. For example, the Muslim women, and they mind they're being modest, but they.
And
I'm
so,
just saying.
um,
Hold on.
So
Go
being
ahead.
being
this is
modest,
funny,
so being modest is just being covered up completely and not
but
No,
letting
I'm not.
and not
but
Listen,
letting
I'm not.
they not
I'm not
covered up
saying. I'm not
completely
saying
though.
what it is. I'm not saying what it is. But this, what I'm saying is, this is what these people are stressing. I don't know. I don't know what's considered modest. You feel what I'm
you
saying?
ain't hear what I
So
said. I said they covered up and they not wearing deodorant, so that's being modest.
Hey, hey, depends on who you. It depends on who you talk to. For
uh,
real. Hold on.
Come on, man. Come
oh
on, man.
Lord,
Come on.
yeah, that's not it. That's not it.
Come on.
That's not it.
All right.
Oh, not wearing deodorant. Oh my goodness. But I was gonna say too though, because even them, the younger generation of I watch a lot of people in the fitness world from different cultures, and you saying yes, they keep their head covered still, but when they doing their workouts and stuff, you see everything else. Now,
I don't know.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I get all that, bro. I get all that. Trust me. Like you say, mama, you talking to the heathen. I could care. That's really not. Whatever. You feel me? It's whatever for me. But what I'm just
so
saying, go ahead.
so again, what is modest? What is appropriate in a marriage? Because at the end of the day, we're interjecting in someone's marriage that we were not asked to interject in. When again, we all have our marriages, and I ask y'all opinion. So I allow y'all in on certain things and parts of my marriage because I ask y'all opinion. If I don't ask y'all opinion, keep your keep it to yourself. Don't interject in my situation. Just because I'm somebody with a title don't mean you are entitled.
I'm gonna be real. I'm not mad at that because it's the fucking internet. I'm just being real with you. As a celebrity, and let's be real, that nigga is a fucking celebrity. That's just
Right.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
You went out in public, you bought this, you got to take what come with it.
Right. And at
And
the end,
and knowing and no, but hear me out, and knowing he knew it was gonna be some shit.
yeah. And
That
at
man
the
ain't
end
know
of
it
the
was gonna be
day,
some shit,
he getting the bag. He getting the
bro.
bag because he getting all these views. He
It's still
getting the bag.
it's still like so. I'm not. That's why I say I don't fuck all that. Nah, because I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be one of them. If I see some shit, I'm gonna be one of them niggas that get on your ass, or I'm gonna be one of them. I'm doing. Hey, we doing it right now. We giving our opinion.
I'm gonna get
Right.
dead on your ass. You call my wife a $2 hoe. No matter how
Yeah.
you
No,
phrase
yeah,
that,
I get that.
I'm gonna
Now,
get dead on your ass.
listen. I definitely think that was out
We
of.
ain't
I would
gonna,
think you
we
should
ain't
have
gonna
said
talk
that.
about nothing. We ain't gonna speak. We gonna go straight to hands.
But hey, but that's where that dude got to realize and be real with you. There you go. That's why I say with the scripture, you get what I'm saying. Because they do say you post if you want to condemn somebody or you know what I mean. You go to them in private.
Yes.
Then you go to
Facts.
them in private. Then
Yes.
after once or twice, don't quote me on this because it's been a while because I'm a heathen now.
Nah, you right. You ain't no
But
heathen now. After the first time, if they don't agree, you find wise counsel. After
then
the
you find why I count.
you
So
find
I
why
don't know.
and
I
go
don't know
back.
what happened. Did he do that? I don't behind the
No,
scenes. I doubt it.
we know he
No,
didn't do that,
he went straight to
bro.
the social media too. Right?
Yes,
Trying to get
bro
some
found a
trying to get
sermon.
some
He
peachy
said,
keen
"Ooh,
ha ha ha's. But that
hey,
right there get the paws put on you.
yes, hey." And he ain't the only pastor. It was multiple pastors
They all get paws.
came
We
at this
all be
man.
like what's the old girl in Harlem Nights? We all be some fight motherfuckers in here today.
Hey, motherfucker, hey, for
God.
real. You done shot my pinky toes, motherfucker. This nigga who the nigga gonna shot my
We are
pinky toe.
stealing. Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Nah,
Hey,
yeah, it's a lot of them came at this man about how he said, she was with me. I addressed her. I loved everything about it. We had a great night. We served so many people. They served, which is all our duties to serve.
yeah,
So their night was fulfilled with success. And y'all want to talk about this dress? Hey, keep talking about it. Hey, keep talking. She bad. She coming home with me.
yeah,
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
yeah.
hey, I wish he would have went there with everybody and said, "Oh yeah." And when the dress came off, we had a great night. Again, yeah, he clapped them. Yeah, I wish he would have went somewhere like that
In
with it
Jesus,
instead of
let me
it.
stop. Let me stop.
Facts,
I ain't gonna in
facts.
Jesus' name.
Hey, 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 anything in your bed and your is not
Hey,
defiled, but hey,
yeah,
long as you were
hey,
married.
let us know. Hey, for y'all that's in the comment section, let us know, man, what y'all thinking right now. We gonna you feel me? Let us know what y'all thinking right now. For those who are on the replay, let us know. Get in the comment section. Let us know what y'all thinking right now at this point of the show. You feel me? Yeah. Hey. So, hey, Brandon Wayne. Yeah, sure, buddy. Anywho, you want to get in? So we got the, this popped in. the special guest just popped in, bro. So you want to go
All
ahead
right.
and you want to bring in, then hit the
So tonight we bringing y'all somebody live. We always want a woman perspective. You know, we got a lot of testosterone going on this panel, so we like to break it up every now and then. Um, this the first time for me and Mr. No Filter. We bringing in Miss Ladybug.
what up? What
Hey
up?
family, what's up? What's up, y'all? How's it going?
What's good?
Good.
What's good, Queen?
Good,
What's
lady.
up? What's up? Everybody doing all right on
We
this
We
good.
can't
Friday?
complain.
Good
Good.
Friday.
We good.
Good Friday. It was.
We
It is good for some people. Yeah. But yeah,
it's it's our perspective.
yeah. We just
Yeah,
and again with this topic, we trying to give our perspective, and we want to know how you feel like being a woman. If somebody was to criticize the way you dress, I don't know. We don't know too much about you just yet, but are you married?
I am.
Okay, so being a married woman, your husband went out, purchased you an outfit for an event y'all going to. People assume that it was a little too revealing, which we all know from looking at it, it wasn't. But your husband purchased it for you. You and your husband talked about it. Y'all marriage was in agreement. Everything. Y'all went out to serve the people. The internet erupts because you and your husband are in leadership. How would you feel from your perspective?
like
Well,
I said, make sure you put yourself in the leadership role, mental mind.
um, first of all, I want to say shout out to Out the Pit family. So glad to be here. Thank you for this opportunity to be on the platform. So salute to Out the Pit and to the rest of the family. Um, well, that is the way you. Well, wait a minute. Go back because you stated that this whole dress topic has been crazy on social
Yeah.
media, but you stated that it appeared to be see through. But what did you say? It appeared to be see through,
Yeah,
but later the
people felt like it was see through, but it's not.
So
It's not sheer.
she was covered up.
It's
She was
not a
covered
sheer
up
outfit. Her
yeah, it
skin
was
tone is
flesh.
no, no,
It
no,
was
no.
like a flesh colored.
Her skin tone is the same skin tone as yours, and they matched. They basically matched it.
to the T. To the T.
Yeah, well, I know fashion, and I know that this is, it's considered really the appearance of nude. So in women's fashion, that look gives the appearance of a not necessarily a see-through look, but they call it nude.
Okay,
So that's one thing by itself, because we all know, all ladies know fashion. This is an appearance of to give the illusion of a nude effect,
okay,
a see-through effect. But going back to what you were asking, if I was in, first of all, if my husband purchased me in whatever type of attire, I still have the choice to,
right,
you know, agree that it's appropriate or not. Um, Regardless you bought it for me or not. I still have to choose if I'm going to put it on. Now, if I am a woman in leadership, it just and that's a funny topic. I mean, that's kind of funny when we're comparing it to this situation because I don't see these people as people of leadership. I don't. I mean, I know
You
others
don't.
may do, but
You don't. But he is a pastor of a church.
is that what we calling it?
that's what it is.
That's what it is.
I don't see these as pastors. I see these as entertainers.
I
Okay,
agree. I
okay.
agree with you, sis. You feel me? I agree. But this make hold on. Let's go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? Like I understand.
It may not be a good one. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I don't. I mean, to me, I don't see these people as pastors. I don't see them as leaders. I see them as entertainers. You got to think about the backstory on how he even got to, you got to think about the backstory to this so-called church too. This was a church that was taken over by what? This was a Eddie Long church,
Yeah, Newberg.
and we know what went down with him. And so,
Did he?
And then this this so-called pastor, he has a history himself. Just looking at his resume and the things that have transpired, I mean, the man was just on Cam's show complimenting his legs. I mean, even before that, he has a history of the appearance, or the history, what's out there is that he cheated on his former wife plenty of times. And that's why she ended up divorcing him. So when you say leadership, I don't look at these people as leadership. Now, for other people that, the members that are there at this so-called church, I don't even see it as a church. I see it as this is it's really a show to me. It's like a concert every Sunday, or whenever they do services. It's like a concert to me, because I just don't see them as leadership. I see them as entertainers. But yeah, going back to what you stated, I definitely feel like a wife is a representation of her husband. And
Right.
if she made the choice to look, I think, because of my perspective, I think it's acceptable for her, because I don't see her as a pastor's wife. I don't see her as a woman of God, as you should say. I don't. So it's acceptable for her, because to me it was more so about it seemed to be she was competing. For her to choose to wear that, she wanted some type of attention, and she got it. And it seemed like she was more so. It's not the conversation of is it acceptable, because it would be, to me it's acceptable for her, and because of how they carry themselves, and the things that they do. To me it seemed like she was trying to compete with other women.
All right, hold on. Let me put you on pause. Let me read some of these comments, man.
By deciding what she was.
And then we're gonna get to the video. All right. Full metal chat say, what a terrible thing to say to a lady who did nothing wrong. Then he said, let her leave her alone, LOL. If the husband is cool with it, then even more power to her.
That's why I say it's beautiful.
Jared, we about to clear this up for you. All right, Smooth, shout out Smooth, man. What's good, brother? So Smooth say, even if the wife and her husband are comfortable with what she's wearing, leadership roles come with a perception and influence. And I agree with that. And I think that's what I think the big deal is. Even though, hear me out, even though, like I say, I look at all their asses as a joke, even the one that was talking shit. You feel me? I don't take none of them serious, because that's just me. I'm heathen. You feel me? I'm the heathen. But at the end of the day, that's just my opinion. There's people that take these motherfuckers serious.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show. We're gonna see that in the video. You feel me?
So that's my thing, right? Okay, if we going biblical, if you go biblical with it, right?
It is. Yeah, go ahead.
No. But what I'm saying is that he will be judged. It ain't our job to be judging. So at the end of the day, if you the other pastors and all that, it's not your job to be judging. If that's your brother or whatever, you're supposed to go and check him. Like Sackcloth, I would expect you to come check me if I was doing something wrong, because you are my brother. No filter. You are my brother. You know what I'm saying? I would expect y'all to come and check me, like you said earlier. Come and bring that wise counsel. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all ain't nobody to me, and like you said, oh, if I'm a pastor of another church or whatever, and or my so-called whatever this is, and they are following me, if don't none of them check me, it ain't y'all job to.
Yeah.
It really ain't y'all job to.
All right. So who want to give, bro? You want to give a real quick rundown of to Jared. He say he lost. You feel me?
So we have a pastor, Jamal Bryant, um, of a church. Sis say, Miss Ladybug says it's a joke. Um, they went to a gala basically to raise money for HBCUs, and his wife was wearing a what Sis says is a flesh tone dress to give the illusion of you being naked. And to me, she looked good in it. Her husband was happy, she was happy. But the world, the internet erupted because of her title, his title, who they are. It is inappropriate to the world for a pastor and a pastor's wife to be revealing herself in that manner, according to the world.
All right. Now here we go. We finna get into brother Reverend what his name is? Reverend we finna get into Reverend Rev reply. You feel me? So let's go.
I needed to get this straight. I needed to deal with it head on because the other day the internet went crazy about a dress my wife had on. Now, they didn't say anything about the $4 million that was raised for the United Negro College Fund. They never mentioned that she prayed until heaven came down. They never said anything about this was the largest fundraiser for for HBCUs in the country. But insecure, jealous, petty, small-minded.
He got a flop. He got a flop, man.
People got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress. Now you got to help some people because some people have embraced the full knowledge of ignorance without any assistance for understanding. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color. But because you ain't never been nowhere and ain't never been exposed to nothing,
I got the comments going.
I needed to set the record straight. Y'all don't like this. I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all. She mad to me. Now, if you wanted a first lady that looked like Little House on the Prairie and Holly Hobbie, you got the wrong church. I wanted a wife I would rush home to, that I wanted to be excited to see.
Like I say, I know y'all probably couldn't see it, but when you go
that's
back,
how I would have came back with a rebuttal. I would have did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Just I would have gave it to him. I probably would have said a few cuss words too. You know what I'm saying?
all right. Awakening in the Spirit says she said she fell in love with a pastor. They are human. In her whole interview, she did not mention that she was a Christian or that she applied to be the first lady. Well, she kind of applied to be the first lady when she married.
No, yeah, you don't. You know, as a
that come along with it.
As a spouse, yeah, it come along. Like,
yeah,
we don't sign up for a lot of stuff that our partners do, you know, but through love, you get through, or things gotta change.
Yeah. If it and Smooth say if it shout out to Awakening in the Spirit. What's happening, cuz? If it could be reasonably oh shit, I'm looking at the motherfucker. If it could reasonably make others uncomfortable or distract from your role, it's not appropriate regardless of personal approval. And I think that's where that sound like Smooth knowing little scriptures. You feel me?
That is Bible.
That's Bible.
That is Bible.
That is Bible.
You know, that is
Here
Bible.
we go. That's what I'm saying. So here we out. That's what I'm saying. It's going what's happening. It's some picking and fucking choosing when to apply it and when not to apply it.
Right. But what I'm thinking too is like Sis said, their flock is okay with it.
Correct.
Their
Hmm.
Correct.
flock is
Yeah,
okay with
that
it.
is true.
So
That is
Correct.
true.
to
Obviously,
to to get to the attention of her flock and keep it, that outfit is appropriate.
yeah.
Correct.
And
Correct. That's why I
and let's
say
be
it's
real.
appropriate for her. It's
And like
appropriate for them.
Yeah.
nine, would that same outfit be appropriate for her to wear to church?
No.
She ain't wet the church.
No, that's what I
It's a
know.
bare
I'm just
church.
listening. All I'm doing
It's
that is
not a church.
all I'm doing is to set this boundary. You see what I'm saying? So yeah,
But
I
that's what I'm
agree.
saying though. She didn't wear it to their church. You
No,
see what she was just wearing in the pulpit behind her husband just then.
that was
You
that.
know,
Yeah, yeah.
that's different event, different occasion. You know, so uh, like I don't know. I guess it's a different respect for certain places, a
Cool. Okay,
different,
you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
yeah, yeah,
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm just raised in a different time where first ladies when I grew up, I don't care where they was at. If they was at HBCU um alumni gathering or whether they're at church or whether they're at a cookout, a church cookout, I grew up first ladies did not appear. Did not give off they just dressed a certain way. I remember, growing up, first ladies, they stepping with they bad suits on, they badass suits, and they hats. They bad at, just it was just a different level of I want to say a different level of class. I'll say that.
yeah,
Not saying that
yeah,
she's not classy. I don't know the woman. I'm not saying that, but if you are people of leadership to others, then if you wear certain things, then just be ready for what comes with that. If you're saying you're a pastor's wife, be ready for what comes with that. So we already know how historically, as far as the black church, what people feel is acceptable and is not, just by, experience. So, for him to go off, and that was another thing too, like, was that do the chat, do you feel like that was the appropriate place to even be speaking on that? You couldn't have did that in like the preview, like on your podcast, or you know why would you talk out amongst the people like that when you know that you all are in a place of leadership? So that's what comes with it.
Look, he already ain't respect. You can tell he already ain't respect, bro. He lost all. Seemed like he been lost all. Fuck the dress. It seemed like he been lost all respect for
Absolutely.
Bryant. That's why he bought. That's why he bought up the whole. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't care about his ass either, but that's why he bought up the leg thing. You feel me? In it.
Not only that, he was
Cam.
if you want to go
That shit was
spiritual,
sus though, bro.
so uh,
They go ahead.
not only that, if you want to go spiritual, he was twisting the word to fit, because he had brought up Jacob's robe and comparing it when Jacob, when he got his, robe, he brought that up, and then he also used what was the other prophet name?
I didn't. I don't know. I didn't see all that. So I
Yeah, that's the full clip. He ended up bringing up, he used at the beginning, before he even started talking about that, he used the analogy of Jacob's robe, and then he also used the analogy of another prophet in the word that had a coat, and he put on his coat and put on a belt, a garment, a armor belt around his coat, and he used that as an analogy in scripture to justify, you know, why he feel like he okay with what he okay with anyway. Brother, you could have just left scripture out of it. You
he
ain't got to entangle scripture into all of this.
I'm gonna say this though, about the Cam thing. My only issue with that is, it was like the compliments he lathered it on was a little
Yeah,
bit
he
of an
told that man
issue with
his
me.
legs was laminated.
But my thing is, brother to brother, I should be able to say, damn, bro, you been in the gym and that whatever was working for you without having to feel some type of way. Most of us
But
don't have these
what you just said and what's what I'm saying, how he commented is
right,
two
right,
different things.
Yeah, that
right.
was totally
But that's what I'm
different.
saying. Most of us feel like we can't even go there at all because without saying, oh, no Diddy, no homo, no. I remember in high school, bro, we always had to put a disclaimer on it,
And
you
see,
know, and that kills me as men. Like, we can't just have a conversation without somebody feeling like you gay or something. Or like, bro, hey, I see a brother, you know what I'm saying? He'll walk by, he'll smell like some type of way, and I'll be like, damn, bro, what you got on? And we don't do that though.
like you said, but what Filter just said, it's how he said it, and I'm gonna double down. I'm gonna piggyback on that. It's his past shit too that made that shit. That's what a lot of this is. A lot of this man's past shit that's making him look, like damn. You feel what I'm saying? From
Yeah.
even like starting at that cam shit, it was those other. It's how he dressed, the flamboyant shit. You feel when it's a lot of that shit that goes into that cam shit. You feel me? Like what I mean? It's like people already. It was more like that. See, I told you this nigga gay. Instead of like, is he gay? It's more so like I told you this man.
But you
What
got
I'm
to
saying?
think about it. Think about it though. In this age of the internet, right? You gotta be a woman with that. Most of them with that BBL showing something. As a man, you gotta be flamboyant, gay, or just very flamboyant, playing that role to get the attention. Sex sells still, but playing them lines,
But that, yeah,
them folks
that
making money.
correct. But see that I agree with you. But the problem is we're talking about people who are supposed to be moving in a Christian way, in a righteous way. At what you get what I'm saying?
He
Yeah,
talking under oath
That's the
talk
difference.
now.
That's the
yeah.
problem. Like I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like, bro, you're almost looking at these motherfuckers like they don't have authority. They're not. We ain't talking about us. We
Nah,
talking
sis
about
kind of hit it on the head though. She was
yeah.
like, more you get into it, they characters. Everybody's creating a character. It seems like
Does
everybody is
that make does
creating.
that so that's what I'm saying. So just because so what come first? Okay, as a preacher, let's be as a real deal preacher. You feel what I'm saying? What comes first? Where's the line?
Like, uh, I can't. It was another
Where's the
pastor
line
that
for what? Where's the
Where's the
line
line?
for what?
Where's the line that you just don't cross? If you're really trying to walk this righteous life, you feel what I'm saying? This narrow path and all that stuff. Where's the line?
you follow the Bible. The Bible is your instruction, your
So,
manual,
so
your
what I'm saying? So
everything.
correct. So okay. So what? Okay. Let's see, I really ain't trying to go down here. What is all these things you name? The Bible condemns a lot of that shit.
So you don't do it.
Okay, so you don't do it. That's and
No.
that's the point. Yeah, you don't do it. But like you say, if you don't believe in that shit, that you can rock out. But this man, this is a man of leadership.
Right.
That's the big, like say, go when we get done, go back and look at them comments. And there's a lot of people ain't feeling that shit, and they're saying that's unrighteous, and they're using scripture.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, they yeah, they have a point because when you play both sides,
Compromised.
you can't play both sides. Either you're gonna be, either according to scripture, if you're trying to walk, of course nobody's perfect. No pastor, nobody is perfect. Everybody, you know, born into sin, we all gonna fall short. But when you are stepping into a place of leadership, if you are, like the saying, so too much is given, much is required. So, you know, when you say draw the line, bro, where does the line draw? I mean, that could also be perspective based too, based
It
on the
most
pastor.
majority of it is perspective
Yeah.
based. That's my point. It goes back to perspective and your interpretation on what it is you're looking at. and
Yeah,
read it.
because that's gonna be between you and the Most High anyway.
Yep. But that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, like, there you go. You're right. That's
But
between
at
the
the
Most High.
same time,
But
I feel like leaders should be accountable.
and you have scriptures for that, and these are the scriptures. Like I say, at a certain point, like I say, like I said earlier, bro, no, when you're supposed to go out, like I said, this is why I condemn that dude. You're supposed to go to him one-on-one. If he don't listen and all this and that, then you take it to everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That it's scripture
But
that tells you how to handle shit like this and tells you what not to do. And like I said, but it goes back, like I say, what is modesty? What's the interpretation? What it does it give you a full? I don't correct. I'm the heathen. Does it actually tell you how to, like, what modesty is? Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Shit all the way down. Don't be too fit. You get what I'm saying? That then it comes back to your interpretation of modesty.
Right.
But in this case, there's no brother that, there was no opportunity for, you know, they just
Oh,
came out.
there
They was at a show.
no,
No,
no, no.
I'm saying you gotta think. No,
There's
I'm
always
saying she
opportunity
got dressed.
because
She got
right.
dressed. They are
But
getting
somebody
dressed for an
stop when
event. They
hold
just
on though.
walked out. They didn't know
No,
that they were going to. There was who was going to stop him as they, walking out, and they're on their way to enter the event. Who
there's
gonna stop this
there's
man and pull this
always
man to the
somebody there.
side?
But they
I,
say
I know.
God always give you a way out. So somebody, if it was said, somebody was there to say, well, you might not need to wear that today. There's always
Yeah, but we
somebody.
don't know that. We don't know that. And
There's
then too,
always.
but when the world came at them. So I feel, if the world, okay, let's just say, yes, there's always warning before destruction. I agree. But let's just say, because we don't know, it didn't happen. And then they got this backlash from not just, members of their congregation, but the world. Would you not have, I'm asking you all, would you not, if you seen that this has happened, okay, boom, everything that happened, now you wake up, social media going crazy. If you are a leader, would you not have any type of accountability about the people coming to you and saying, this is how we felt? Is there no need for an apology there, just to say we apologize if this offended anybody? Because
Nope.
I know the brother down there said he probably would have added some cuss words on the goddamn stage to everybody. So is that not an indication to take a place of posture and say, well, wait a minute. Now, if we offended people and we're spiritual leaders, is that not an opportunity for accountability? If the
It
people are
is.
telling you how
I
they
don't think
feel,
I don't think he owed it. I don't think he should apologize. You know why? Because if he really feel that and that's his conviction, fuck no. Why am I finna compromise you? I need to worry about if I'm saying, look, if I'm satisfying to the God.
well, and that's what
No.
he said. He said he bought the damn dress.
No,
So there's
I'm talking about the pastor who said all the shit,
Right.
called a hoe and all that shit.
oh yeah, now see, he was kind of
I
out of
don't think
pocket for that.
I don't even think he needs to apologize.
Nah, he gotta apologize, bro.
No, street.
He
Hear me out. Hear me
No,
out.
he don't have to
Hear me out.
apologize.
Hear me out.
you
Streets
don't just
101.
call no man wife
On
no
some
hoe and not
no.
no
On some
man.
listen. On some street shit, on some regular shit, yeah. But if I don't think that's he
No,
on some
man.
righteous shit. I don't think he do.
As
Yeah,
a
I don't think
pastor,
he should
it's
apologize
okay for
either.
me to just come as a pastor or another man of leadership. It's okay for me to go around the way and call you a hoe.
No, he should have look. He should apologize for. Okay, if anything, he should
No.
apologize
But
for how.
at the end of the day, black is black and white is white, right? So at the end of the day, he called this man, this woman, a whore. In the pulpit, you sat up there and called a
He's
$2 hoe at that. I
he
don't
said
care
you
how
dress.
you
He said you
no
dressed her up like a
no
$2 whore.
he exactly he called her a $2 whore. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? How is that right in any book
That's what.
on
I
Hey,
any
don't,
day?
cause
I
don't
don't
ask.
think he
It's
owe
the
no
word. It's
apology.
the word harlot it's the word whore in the book. Harlot.
Jezzy.
But is she
Jesse,
a hoe? Is
Jesse.
she a hoe? Do he know she a
I don't
hoe?
know, but he didn't. That's what I say.
Do he got,
I'm a,
hey, as they say, do he got the receipts or whatever?
I pay. Listen, that's
He
why I say,
said
bro.
You
I pay
can't speak
attention to
on stuff you
detail.
don't know about.
I'm
he
a nigga
said dressed her up like one. That's
like
completely
as if
Nah,
different.
he
that
is one.
it. Y'all can use whatever words y'all want to. This man called that woman a hoe.
Hey, all right, hey, real quick. So, Awakening the Spirit said, what if that? Hold on. What if that shoe was on the other foot? Because I've seen a lot of pastors in body tight shirts and skinny jeans in the church. It's the same thing to me.
Yeah.
It ain't. I agree with you saying. Like
Everybody going for attention.
and be
It's
real with
attention
you.
grab.
Be real with you. He is one of them.
He sure
He
is.
is one of them. We're dealing with.
Very
So
zesty.
that's why I got a whole nother perspective once sis said what she said. She was like, their church is different. They, both he's a very flamboyant guy and he dressed his wife accordingly to fit who he is. So she is, a good example of him.
Right.
So, and that's why I have an issue because, in the Bible, the marriage is supposed to be between you, God, and then you and your spouse. There is rules, but then long as y'all in agreement to my understanding, you know what I'm saying, certain things go on that everybody, the world, you don't have to worry about the world long as you in an understanding with God and your spouse.
So
And
would it be okay if you knew your pastors were swingers?
it
Uh-oh.
ain't this. Hold on.
Would it
Hold on,
still
Me,
be
wait,
the
wait,
me
wait,
same
wait, wait,
knowing,
perspective?
filter.
hold on,
Hold on, wait, filter, filter.
hold on. Let me
Wait, what you
answer.
laughing at, filter?
Let me answer
Filter.
that. Let me.
Wait.
Hey, she's speaking my language now.
Wait,
Let me answer
filter.
that.
What you
This is
What you laughing
hold
at, bro?
on. This is the
What
this
are
is
you
the
laughing
thing
at,
though.
filter? I want to know
This is
what
the
filter
thing.
laughing.
I'm laughing
You
at the
not supposed to
comment, man.
know.
What she said,
You ain't
man.
even supposed to know.
Please
If
answer
if
that.
I'm a
Answer that.
swinger, if I'm a swinger, you ain't even supposed to know. You knowing is an issue unless you in that clique.
Well, you got to
You
put
said
that in
pastor.
relative of to this situation. Let's say that gets exposed because you are leaders and the world has privy. Not only are you a leaders, you are mega. These are mega, supposedly mega pastors. These ain't no regular back country road pastors where everybody ain't in their business like this and exposed
But
to the world.
again, see, they're just like what Mr. No Filter said earlier. That Diddy should have had some non-disclosure letters.
No,
No
I'm
cameras, no
asking you,
phones.
would you have
That's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
perspective? Would you
Yeah.
have the same perspective?
Hey, that's what I'm saying though. What goes on in your marriage? If you and your husband are comfortable and y'all swingers, y'all do y'all.
You would be
Long
okay
as
with if you
long
had pastors that did that?
long as you not tempting me and leading me in that direction, if that's y'all in your life, uh, you not leading me. Don't be trying to put me on to what you got
Uh-huh.
going on. Don't
Uh-huh.
try to convince me to doing nothing you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Well,
But
that's a little bit of
if
a contradiction, a
Hold
little
on.
bit, because if these are your leaders, they are speaking and leading from a place of where they are in their life. So how are they gonna teach scripture, but still, how are you gonna say if that's okay with you? That's kind of a contradiction, isn't
so,
it? A little
I
bit.
was
I don't
Yes.
having this
know. What do
but I
y'all
was
think?
having this conversation with somebody the other day. Matter of fact, I was having this conversation with my daughter the other day. A lot of pastors do not talk sex. So
Hey,
in the world we live in, I don't see that coming up. You don't even get taught, which I feel like it should be taught at a younger age in not youth ministry, but in the young singles ministry and whatever. You should be having them conversations to teach people, you know,
let's
how
be
to
I
date, how
disagree.
to
let's
some do, but a lot don't.
let's
We
be
don't have
real.
these
Let's
Yeah,
be
you
conversations.
talk
real.
about these
Let's be
entertainer
real. In the
pastors.
black church,
And
let's be real. In the black church, they don't know the Bible half the fucking time.
but I don't want to just throw that out in the black church. I want to say these conversations not being had because certain men are sleeping and women are sleeping with each other, so they don't want it all
Check
going.
this out.
They
Now
don't
check
want
this
other
out.
people knowing what's going on.
Cool. Check this out. This is Titus 1-6, and this is why I pulled this comment up. Somebody already knew off in the way. 1-6. If anyone, if anyone is above reproach, the husband of one wife. This is for how the pastor should be. You know what I'm saying? The pastor should be doing all that. The husbands of one wife and his children are believers. Is that the right one? Let me see. Go ahead. Hold on. But it said one wife, dog. You feel me? You say, if anyone is above reproach, the husband of one wife and his children are believers and not open to change or debauchery and insubordination. That's New Testament.
Again, that's your interpretation of
True.
debauchery.
That is
And
true. That is
what,
true.
and then it also says what goes on in your bedroom is not I
Defiled.
can't quote it. Yes.
Defiled. The bedroom is not.
Yes.
Marriage bed is not
So
defiled and all that.
so if you go to God, you and your wife get on y'all hands and knees and ask God, can y'all have somebody else in y'all bed? And that's between you, your wife, and God. Again, this is just seriously though, my opinion. I'm not saying this right or wrong because we won't know until judgment day at the end of the day. Because there is nothing in the Bible that says you and your wife can't go to God and ask for something like that.
But
So the
if you
person,
can't ask for something like that, so you're saying that
If I pray
a
first,
man can
if I go to
hold
God
on.
and pray, go ahead. Go
Let
ahead.
me ask my question. And I get that on that end. But what about the same sex part?
It's in there that shouldn't be done.
Okay, so what are we doing if we're doing
just said swing.
if we're doing swing, right? What are we doing if we're
What is
swinging?
wait?
If
What
we're
is
swinging.
swinging?
So how
See,
the swinging? I understand the scripture as far as a man and a woman, a wife and a husband, the bed is undefiled. But don't contradict the Most High scripture by saying just because that's in there, you can go and swing. Because what about same sex?
no,
It's
I ain't
still
never
gonna
say
be
you
same
can go
sex,
and do it.
regardless if
I
it's
just said if it's most things are if you're married, we all on here are married. In our marriages, if we go to God first in certain aspects and you're not convicted on whether to do it or not to do it, again, most people never lead with putting God first. We just go and we go off of our feelings, our emotions. If you really pray and talk to God about that thing and he don't convict you to do it or not to do it, and you and your wife and agreeing on something, and y'all go to God together about certain situations, and he don't tell you to do it or not to do it, you know what I'm saying? Either way, which way you should go. I don't feel it's for the world to judge you. Again, the world can't judge you on something that you and your wife in covenant have gone to God about, and y'all feel like he said it's approved.
No.
If
Listen.
you and your if
If they
you
went
and
to
your
God,
husband pray about it together, and God tells you, he talks to you, and you know it ain't nobody else but God, and he say, go and do that thing, invite another female or a male, however you swing.
that's a contradiction. To me, it is. But I mean, you know, I get what you're saying. Most definitely, I get what you're saying. But it would still be as for we're talking about people of leadership. We ain't talking because that's what the topic is. You know,
But
is that
again, and that's
or
why
do you
that's
want?
why so many people.
Is that not even if you don't feel convicted within your own self? You stated earlier that the scripture should be the hand guide, your handbook, your tool of
Right.
what sets precedent. So if that is what is setting precedent, then even if you are going to the Most High and asking for this, is that still not a contradiction to the word?
It's only, I don't feel like it is.
Mm. What do y'all think? I get, his perspective, but what do y'all think, bro? Sackcloth, what
Filter,
you think?
I'm gonna let Filter go because he laughed and got quiet. You know what I mean?
I have anything to say about that one, man.
Oh, okay.
He ain't finna get into the controversial
No, I'm not.
questions.
I'm
He
not.
gon' he gonna stay neutral.
It's just an opinion.
Look,
That's all it is.
I
And
think at
and
the
I,
end of,
I like I
Because
like the
at the end of the day,
conversation.
nobody, like you said, nobody can, that's
At
between you and the
at
Most High.
Judgment Day, he either gonna say "Well done," or or you going that other route.
hey,
Good
So
conversation,
one,
though. Good
hey,
conversation.
look, all right.
it's one or two things. You well done, my good and faithful servant, or bro, you know you was wrong in my. You know you ain't coming in these pearly gates.
But yeah, all right. So I'm gonna answer that, but let me read this first. I don't think it's okay. She's talking to me. I don't think it's just a black church. I don't think it's just a black church. I think it's who the person is in general because I've seen some white churches turn everything around in the Bible. I agree. It's not just black churches, but what I'm speaking of is
Right.
my experience. It's my
Yeah.
experience.
Right.
And
We
we
Right.
all,
can only
yeah,
go
yeah.
off of
I'm
what
just
we
speaking. I know.
know.
Trust me. I do this. I know. You know what I'm saying. I know, but So it is
So
what
the
it
white
is.
Catholic Church got many cases built up on them, so we already know.
Now, what she talking about? When I say they don't know the damn, they ain't teaching the scriptures and shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
then she say it's a female pastor going viral, stating that married couples are going to hell for doing oral because okay, because that's not a guy.
Chabu.
First off, female pastor, that's a problem right there. She ain't ain't supposed to be in the pulpit. You feel me?
Right.
Hey,
First off, according to the you ain't even
okay.
supposed to be, she ain't supposed to be
So
preaching.
now you
According to the
going very
scripture.
controversial too, though, because they say there were women
Look,
pastors in the Bible.
we getting out. Let's bring this shit back. You feel
The
me?
word ain't said nothing about that, honey.
Let's bring this shit back to the topic. You know what I mean? Because we finna go ahead and wrap it up
Uh,
anyways. You know what I mean? But my opinion is like for me, for them, the man is look. They can do whatever they want. Like I say, they put the shit. Okay,
Mhm.
first off, they put the shit out there.
yeah.
They did it in public. They are public figures now. They have a mass following. Look, he is a pastor.
Huh?
If he's following this thing or supposedly doing, people have a right. He has a right to stand on what he is too, because that's his interpretation. But he can't say nothing to that pastor that condemn him, nor the people that's condemning him, because that's their interpretation. You
Who
feel what
said
I'm
he
saying?
was a pastor?
You look, you can be playing, but the man a goddamn pastor. We look, unless that's just the title, that's just his his what they call his stage
He's a
name.
pastor.
He's a
Yeah,
pastor.
yeah,
The man's a
yeah.
pastor. We ain't gotta like it. I
Right.
don't care about that. We ain't gotta like it, but he is leading a flock in some way, shape, or form. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that being said, he got to take what come with it. That dude got to take what come with it. I don't think he need to apologize because at the end of the day, it ain't to me. It's about fuck all the other shit. You know, even if he take it's people who died for the faith. It's people who
And
died for the interpretation
yeah,
of the faith. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And
So
what you put out here, what
if
you
that's
put out is
if
what you
that's what
get.
God told him to do and put on his spirit, that's what he got to do. And don't go back and apologize if that's what God told you to do. You feel what I'm saying? But if that's just you speaking in vain, carnal like that, all right, maybe you need first off, he do need to recheck. He need to reevaluate that shit, I think. But that's what God told him to do. Stand on your business, bro. You feel me? But if that was just you and your flesh, reevaluate that, and maybe then you go back and apologize if you think, you know what I'm saying, that was just you. But other than that, if they was regular people, I don't see no problem with it because we still got to get an understanding of what the fuck modesty, like how this modesty thing is look, like the rule, like how, is it long sleeve or like, you get what I'm saying? They wasn't at the church. Do I think when I saw the shit, I was like, damn, she butt naked. But I had to look. You feel me? What I'm saying? But I had to look. So, but at the end of the day, she
That's
following
the
behind her.
lustful
Man, she had
eyes.
all them damn lines pointing to
No,
her
I'm talking about. Hear me out. I'm talking about the first. I'm talking about. I'm
pocketbook.
talking about. I'm talking about the first glance.
Y'all just looking with lustful eyes. That's just
Oh,
Again,
please.
too. Okay, you can say,
judge
look, we
Oh,
can
yourself.
say
please.
that.
Judge
You can say that,
yourself
but look at the
first.
time.
Oh,
You can say
please.
that, but look at the time frame we living in. This is the normal shit that happened.
No, not coming from me. Her skin complexion is totally different than the nude. What you say it called, sis? The
Oh, you
nude.
thought that was totally different?
It is. You can see it with what she got on.
Off rip? You
I
saw that
seen
off
her
rip.
face
Let's be real. You
first.
saw that off rip?
Yes, I went her face first and then went down.
Filter. Did you see that off rip that it wasn't?
Yeah.
You did. I didn't.
See?
Because maybe, but hear me out. That's on
Nah,
me.
that
That's
yeah,
I'll take that. I'll take that. But when you
that's
turn
the
on, you see,
world with them lustful
bro,
eyes.
you see that. Listen, bro, the world has a reason to have like to see stuff like that. We got Cardi B's and all these stuff. Like that's the normal now.
I mean,
That's
Come
the normal.
on.
I mean, even though
Let's be clear.
she's
Let's
a
be
fair skin,
clear.
Hold on.
Huh?
Go ahead, Filter.
even though she's a fair skinned woman, I can still tell the difference that was a flesh, flesh colored, dress. It wasn't see through. So
Maybe because I was working, I was, you know what I'm saying. So, but go ahead.
you went
Hey,
you went straight down. You ain't, you ain't work your way down. You just went automatically down. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
my mind did the rest.
And y'all men already know how y'all feel about certain things. Let's just be frank.
He saw that lust.
Y'all already know how y'all feel if y'all wife is dressed a certain way, even if she is with you. It don't take much for men. It don't take much for women either. But
y'all worse than us. Go ahead and say it, sis. Go ahead and admit it
which
on
which
these folk
is the
internet.
point?
Yeah,
Which is a
y'all worse
great
than
point.
us.
Which is a
Yeah.
great point on why she chose to wear that shit.
Yeah, and then even with the
She
lustfulness
knew what the
and
hell
all
she
this,
was doing.
women are worse.
It only take a handful a little bit. So you know what you're doing. Especially you have to be mindful when you're around men. That's just point blank, period, as a woman. I
Yeah,
don't care. Take all the spirituality out of it, all of that. You just got to be mindful,
I agree with
period, when you with your husband
that. I agree
and
with
you
that.
out in public,
That's why I
regardless.
say I don't have a problem with what my wife wears. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't too revealing. I just worry about, that other man out there. Don't put me in those situations. That's why I tell my wife.
Correct. It brings
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
Unnecessary attention.
I mean, I'm not the. I'm just. I'm gonna react a little different. You know what I'm saying? So don't
And
put me in that situation.
and kudos to the one pastor that talked shit about it. He said his wife wouldn't even did no shit like that anyways. And that's what I'm saying. Like I say, I'm gonna be real. She ain't just yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I me even having to say anything.
You got some disrespectful dudes out there, man. You know what I'm saying? They go to grabbing and all that. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, don't put me
Correct.
in that situation.
Women have to when women put on clothes, you don't put on clothes when you're married. Now, if you single, hey, have at it because hey, it's your prerogative. But when you're married, you have to dress for your husband too because these niggas people is crazy out here. And they don't
Yeah.
give a damn, especially the YN. They don't give a damn, especially if you got a nice body. It just brings unnecessary attention to your husband, to your spouse. To me,
Yeah,
it's not protecting your husband.
yeah.
It ain't about what you want. We're supposed to be a unit.
But like I say,
Yeah.
like I say,
Men get turned
all
on
we can
just
go off
by
of is what he said.
seeing some pretty toes. Shit.
All we can go off of is what the brother said. He bought the motherfucking dress.
And I salute. I salute. Hey, if it works out, if it's I feel like it was acceptable for them and who they are. Cause like I said, I look at them as entertainers and they entertain. And it could have been a humiliation ritual if you ask me.
It could have been, but at this point in time, that brother don't need no. He done did enough humiliating himself. You feel me? So, but in closing thoughts on Filter.
Don't have nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like you gotta be mindful, man, how you dress out there. Like sis say, people out there crazy. They don't care. So don't put your significant other in that situation. Because I'm one of them dudes. I'm gonna address that issue right then and there. I'm not gonna talk about it later on. I'm gonna address it right then and there. So Don't put unk or on. I'm an old nigga in that situation.
Uh,
Ladybug.
Um, yeah. Closing thoughts. I think that um people really need to be mindful of people need to be mindful, and they also need to make sure that whoever you saying your leadership is, first of all, don't put no man before the most high. I don't care if they're a pastor or whoever, because them people not perfect. So regardless, you live your life accordingly to, the standards of the most high and your relationship with the most high. That's number one. Number two, like I said, when I came into the topic, the conversation, I still remain the same. I don't see these folks as leadership. I know others may do, but I can't look at it from their perspective because I don't look at these people like that from a place of leadership or pastors. I see them as entertainers. I kind of see him a little bit of, a Satanist a little bit because of how he played with the scriptures, and he used he um you know
You talking about the brother? You talking about the first
I'm
dude?
talking about
Jamal.
Bryant.
Yeah,
Man,
Jamal.
I gotta see
Power.
that.
Straight up Satanist to me.
See,
And that's just my perspective,
let me ask
because
this. Let me ask
you
this.
don't play with the scriptures like that to justify, you know, to justify that. Don't intertwine, the scriptures ain't had nothing to do with that. And that was the only um what do I say? The only that was very offensive to me, you know, to play with the scriptures and to try to use it for your benefit in this situation. Because if you'll do that with this situation, then how you playing with the scriptures on day to day? You know what I'm saying? So people just need to be mindful of, make sure you keep put the most high first. I don't care if it's the pastor. I don't care how many degrees they got. I don't care about how many seminary schools they don't went to. None of that. Always put the most high first and let him lead and guide you. It ain't nothing wrong with, good leadership if you feel that it is, but even still, make sure you put the most high first.
Filter, you
What
had
you
a
gonna say?
question?
No filter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna let it slide.
Nah, man, come on, man. Come on.
I was just saying, I was like, sis, what she got against Jamal, because it's something personal there. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
He
It
went
was per.
he
Oh, go
went
ahead.
from he went from Diddy to Satan, and so I'm like,
Oh, I never called him Diddy.
I'm
I
just
never called him Diddy. But yeah, it's giving real Satanist to me. But it's not personal. It's not personal because I don't know the man. It's more spiritual.
okay. Simple, good answer. Good answer.
Hey,
Oh,
y'all got my words. Filter. I mean,
yeah,
Fit. You want to close it
yeah.
out?
I mean, seriously, like I said from the beginning, we all just come and giving our opinions about things. At the end of the day, I feel like Sis said, we should not. You have to. I was taught you have to learn the Bible for yourself, because what I get from a scripture in the season of life that I'm in right now or have been may be different. And when you go back and reread that thing and study yourself, studied and approved, because I've learned that you have to really learn Greek. You have to really learn Hebrew. Both the Bibles were written in both. So some of us misinterpret certain things because of lack of understanding, you know. But at the end of the day, I want all us to have more respect for each other as human beings. We all make mistakes. We all are learning. Hopefully, we all are learning and willing to learn day to day. Um, and again, I just hope that from this we see a change. We don't see sus and the dress again. If this is a lesson, she really, she's really trying to lead her flock and don't want that uproar, and they are trying to be spiritual and leaders, they won't do it again. You don't make the same mistakes that cause all this attention. You know, in my opinion, if it's gonna hurt your people and bring all this negative attention, you know, they won't do it again. Character flaws and all that, some of the things will change, um, in my opinion. So if it was meant for attention, we're gonna see another dress. If it was meant for attention, we're gonna see, bruh, he gonna come out with a flashier suit or something. But if they really learn from whatever mistakes or whatever positive they were supposed to get out of this, we're gonna see a change.
Well said.
It ain't gonna matter what the woman wear, if it's a dress or a pantsuit. She go get criticized. Someone will always have something to say. So
Hmm.
you can't please everyone. Do you? Be yourself. Just be respectful.
These people have a history, especially him. You know, so
There we go. There we go.
he, he-
There we
they
go.
do. They got a history. You know,
That personal. I told you it's personal.
it's not personal. It's not. It's spiritual. It's called spiritual warfare.
There you go.
That's what it's called.
There you go.
Stop playing. Stop playing. Don't play. I don't even think the Most High got nothing to do with them. Honestly.
There it is. I told you what. There it is.
Hey, man, we appreciate everybody who came through.
For real.
Hey.
I love y'all. Enjoy having you.
Thank y'all so much. This
Oh
was
yeah.
great.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Until next time.
Hey,
You kept me quiet.
hey, y'all hang around, man. Hey, peace to everybody. Enjoy y'all weekend. Hey, and we got catch the replay, like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend,
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Have a good weekend, y'all.
Subscribe.
Yeah. And we are the Relapse Live, and we out.
Hey.
Last marriage, but I think I kind of got it right.
My wife as an individual, myself as an individual. That way we can.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. Been together 20-something years.